Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making some delicious red beans and rice. If you want to know how I made this, stay tuned with me. So first things first, we're going to start with about a pound of smoked pork neck. Now, if you don't like pork, you could definitely go ahead and use turkey neck, but we like a little bit of pork on our fork over here. So I got a pound of pork neck here, and then I'm going to add about 6 to 8 cups of water. I chopped up a large bell pepper, a red one and a green one, a large onion, and about 2 to 3 stalks of celery. I'm going to add a little bit of that in this water. I'm going to add about a spoonful of garlic and the bouillon cube. We're going to go ahead and let this boil for about an hour and a half to 2 hours until the meat is falling off the bone. Now, you guys do want to check on this periodically because you are going to have to add more water as the water goes down and everything starts to thicken up a little bit. So it's been about an hour and 45 minutes. So now what we're going to do is, now that my meat is falling off the bone and it's tender, we're going to remove the meat in the broth from the pot, and we're going to go ahead and start to fry our sausage and our vegetables. Now the sausage that I'm using today is some Cajun style andouille sausage. You can use your favorite sausage, but this is my favorite sausage to use with this recipe. So I'm just going to go ahead and fry this up on medium high just until it gets a nice color, and then we're going to remove it from the pot, and then we're not going to get rid of any of that oil, honey. That oil has flavor, okay? And then we're going to fry up the rest of our veggies, our onion, our bell pepper, our celery, and all that good stuff. And we're gonna fry all that up until it gets a nice color, until it gets a little bit translucent and you start to, smell those flavors. Now that my veggies have been sauteing for a few minutes, it's now time to go ahead and add our broth and our smoked meat back in. I did go ahead and take the bones out off camera. Please don't come for me, okay? Listen, I took the bones out. The bones are out. So make sure you take the bones out, guys. And then we're going to go ahead and add in our beans. Now, I used canned beans. I'm sorry, I didn't have time to soak no beans overnight. I'm sorry, I couldn't do it. I didn't have the time for it. So I used canned beans. I did go ahead and strain them and rinse them off before I put them in. This is a big can of beans and a regular sized can of beans. So get the big one and then the small one. I felt like 2 big ones was too much and 3 small ones wasn't enough. So go ahead and add in your beans, add in your sausage, and then once we do that, we're going to add in our seasonings. And for my seasonings, I'm going to use a teaspoon of chicken bouillon, a teaspoon of Cajun seasoning. I use Tony's, a teaspoon of dried thyme, a teaspoon of paprika, a teaspoon of oregano, a teaspoon of garlic powder, and a teaspoon of red chili flakes. Also, 2 to 4 dried bay leaves. Now, depending on the size will depend on how many you use. My bay leaves are small, so I used 4. You're going to go ahead and mix that together. Let that simmer and boil for about 30 to 40 minutes. Make sure that you're stirring occasionally. That way nothing sticks to the bottom of your pot. So it's been about 30-35 minutes. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to take a few spoonfuls of beans and I'm going to smash them and add them back into the pot just to help this thicken a little bit. And once you do that, you do want to let this simmer and cook for another 20-25 minutes, and then you should be done. It just depends on, you know, how thick you like your beans. I don't like my beans too thick or too pasty, and I also don't like them too watery, so I do see that after I smash them, letting them cook for another 20-25 minutes makes them perfect. And for the finishing touches, guys, I'm going to go ahead and add in some fresh parsley, mix that in, and then you could go ahead and plate this up. Now, I went ahead and paired my red beans with some white rice, some fluffy white rice, and a slice of cornbread. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.